Hey guys, welcome back. I've got an interesting video for you today. I'm going to start off by just de-dusting. I just did clear on my extensions, built up my nail because I'm going to play with gel polish, which is awesome. I know a bunch of you guys requested it, and one of you guys in particular over in my Facebook group challenged me to this nail design, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to pull this off, and I don't have pixie crystals, so I'm going to use what I have, and what I have is a whole bunch of gel polish. And I figured that might be the simplest way to get this effect. You could use color blocking if you wanted to with dip powder. I find that way too time intensive, especially for multiple, blocks of color, if you will. So I'm going to go gel polish, and I picked up some nail vinyls from What's Up Nails. I've seen them so many times, and I've never played with them before. I've got a bunch here, but I'm going to use these right here, the red one, I think, for no reason other than they looked like they might be a good width. Not that it matters, because I'm not going on either side of it. I'm just using it to block off lines, and we're going to see how this goes. With this video, what I really wanted to talk about, at least, the video is inspired by one of my subscribers, one of my followers, one of our family members. She's in our Facebook group. I'm going to keep her anonymous just for the sake. She did give me permission to share her story, but I figured, you know what, just play it safe. I don't want anyone to get hurt or offended or upset, or God forbid send hate to anybody, so I'm going to keep her anonymous. But as you're watching me attempt to start placing nail decal things, whatever, I'm going to let you watch while I talk. I know, shocker. Nothing out of the usual. But, so, this one of our nail sisters, I don't even know how the topic came up, but we were DMing one day, and I don't even remember why she DM'd me. She had some question she wanted to ask me or tell me something. I don't even remember what it was. But she had mentioned to me in conversation that she was a cancer survivor. Matter of factly, that she was a 2-time cancer survivor. She had a bout with cancer years ago, and after chemo and surgery was remissed, I think. And then it wound up coming back. The one takeaway that I got from her story was medical self-awareness, and it's such a topic that is close to my heart. I had my own experience with a medical condition, and if things hadn't gone the way they did, it could have been really, really bad. And I know that I don't share a lot of personal stuff on this channel, but I figured I would share my story as well, just because it may help somebody else. So a bunch of years ago, I got pregnant. I already had my 3 babies, but I got pregnant again, and it was a surprise, but it wasn't, anything we were upset about. And something wasn't right. Now, mind you, I had my 3 kids. It wasn't my first rodeo, and I don't know if you were with me on this, but I feel like when I've had kids and I'm at a certain age, I know my body pretty well, right? So I went to the doctor. It was very, very early. I think I was only a couple of weeks pregnant. And I told my new doctor, by the way, doctor I'd never seen before, first-time client, I'm like, something's not right. And I requested an ultrasound. The doctor refused to give me an ultrasound, coughed it up. Chalked it up to growing pains, like beginning pregnancy growing pains, and sent me on my way. I knew something wasn't right, but what was I going to do? I asked for an ultrasound. She said no. All right, well, I'll come back in a couple of weeks, and I guess we'll see what happens. So fast forward, not even a couple of days later, like a day or 2 later, and I wake up. I couldn't sleep, but I finally woke up. I had such excruciating pain. I could not even stand up straight. Couldn't stand up straight. So we were up in New York at the time. I called my mom to come and watch the kids, and I called an ambulance, which I had never done before. I'm that girl, mind you. I don't go to the doctor unless I feel like I'm dying. I'm that person. I know I'm bad. I shouldn't do that, but I did. So I called an ambulance, and they took me to the hospital. I told them I was pregnant, and they had assumed I was having a miscarriage, which is fine. I probably would have assumed the same thing had I been having that perspective. So we get to the hospital. They rush me, of course, up to radiology, where they find that I had an ectopic pregnancy. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a pregnancy that happens in your fallopian tube and not in the uterus, which is very bad, because what happened was my fallopian tube had adhered itself to my ovary. Well, it's attached to the ovary anyway, and to my appendix, and everything ruptured, and I was severely bleeding internally. And of course, they rushed me into emergency surgery. And I think it was the next day I was able to speak to the surgeons. There were two. There was a general surgeon and a gynecologist, or an obstetrician, OBGYN, who had done the surgery for me. And they both said the same thing, which to this day gives me chills. And they said, if you hadn't come in when you did that day, you would have died that night. And that to me was just, I don't know what, but if you don't know to listen to your body when you know something's wrong, take the hint. Take the hint and go get yourself checked out, because even if you're like me and you don't like going to doctors, I'm telling you, I couldn't, I think about my kids. Like, what if, God forbid, I hadn't followed my instincts and gone to the hospital? Would I have left my kids with no mother? I can't. I can't even think about it. So I encourage you guys to do the same. And, this one subscriber who initially wrote me, we chatted for a little bit about it. And, she had a similar experience where she had, I don't know, things that were going not the way they should have been going, and ignored them and just chalked it up to stress or whatever, because stress can take take a toll on you, do a number on your body. And well, what she was thinking it was stress was actually advanced colon cancer. And of course that triggered my memories from when I had experience like that. And even since speaking to her, I had been reached out to, and I get DM'd a lot. I get messages a lot, and I love it. Trust me, you guys always think you're bothering me, and you're not. If I, for whatever reason, can't answer a DM or a message, I won't. Not that I'm trying to ignore people, but, I have my quote office hours where I'll do messages and emails and DMs and all that, but I do. I love when you guys reach out to me. And since her and I have spoken, I've gotten a lot of messages, and I don't, maybe it's for a reason, but I've gotten reached out to by so many people who are suffering and who are sick. And a lot of it, I feel like, stems from ignoring those instincts or having a medical professional dismiss you. This is my plea. This is my plea to all of you, all of my nail sisters, my Manny fam. Y'all are my people. And it is my plea for you to listen to your body, or to tell somebody you're close to listen to their body, because you never know what the outcome could be. It could be nothing, could be stress, could be growing pains, or it could be something terrible. So that is my plea to you. I'm going to hush now and let you absorb everything I just told you, because I know I gave you an earful. I'm going to let you watch me finish up this rainbow unicorn type situation. I don't think it came out great, but I gave it the old college try. I can say that because I'm technically in college. So I'm going to continue what I'm doing right now, let you guys absorb, and I'll be right back. unicorn rainbow design thing. But while I'm doing that, I wanted to tell you, I guess, why I decided to speak about the stuff I was speaking about in this video. And here's why. There are so many different awareness colors and ribbons and months and days, oodles. So I figured what better Manny to do an awareness video, a general medical awareness video, than a rainbow unicorn representing all different colors for all different illnesses and ailments and awareness. And there are a couple of companies actually right now that have awareness collections, one of which is Nail Addiction. I'm not sure how many they have right now, but because it's still kind of a new company, but I know they've done at least a little handful of awareness collections where they focus on a particular issue, for example, breast cancer awareness, and they put out a couple of colors, like two or three colors, and they do a whole like breast cancer awareness little collection. But the beautiful part is not only are they raising awareness for these issues, but part of their proceeds are being donated to cancer research or whatever the awareness subject research is. One of their awareness collections recently, which I saw, was like motorcycle safety awareness. And it was so great to see a company focusing on that kind of stuff, because while this is an escape, nails, filming videos, you guys watching videos, it's an escape. It's something you can do to take your mind off everything else going on outside. And I love that. I love that with my whole heart. I love being that place for you. At the same time, there are just so many things. And I don't know, you guys will have to tell me if I'm being a Debbie Downer right now. I don't want to be, and I apologize if I am. But there's just so many things that I think need to be brought to light and need to be talked about because they're real issues. And I would love to sit here and say breaking my nail is an issue. Did you guys miss what I did? I did sugaring, just so you know. I'm over here yapping about real world problems problems while I'm sugaring my nail. I literally put gel top coat, poured over some like clear glitter, and then cured. And then I did the rest of my nails. But anyway, I am going to go in and put some gold striping on that sugar nail just for a little added effect. It was a last minute decision. But I really do. I want to eventually, or more often at least, talk some real stuff with you guys, because that's life. Life is dealing with these tragic and unfortunate circumstances. And I'm not saying all the time, but once in a blue moon, it's something I may want to talk about. And if you feel so inclined to share your stories with me, I am all ears and would love to listen. Matter of factly, I think they were doing or are doing or did do Nail Addiction, like a mental health awareness. And you guys know that's something that lies very close to me. That is my field of study right now, and it's something I'm very passionate about. And I just want you guys to know, and I mean this with my whole heart, I hope you know that if you ever need someone to talk to about anything medically related, I'm not a doctor. I probably can't help you. But if you need help with just needing someone to talk to, you guys have all my contact info, and I will always be here if you need a human to just human with for a little bit. I mean that very sincerely, and I know with my whole heart that you guys would do the same for me. And that is why I am so obsessed, in love with, and all about the Manny fam, because I know that we got it like that, and I love it to pieces with my whole heart. Now that I have effectively yapped through a good majority of this video, what do you guys think of the Manny? This is a nail channel. Let's talk nails. I am going to wipe off the sticky layer from that gold gel polish. Probably was a mistake. It did take away a little bit of the sugaring effect. And it is what it is. They're just nails. I think they came out cute. I'm so glad that you guys joined me for this video today. I hope you took something out of it. What? I don't know. I know I gave you a lot. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you did, because that would really help me out. I'm going to finish up this mini like I always do with my Candy Skincare Cuticle Oil. I know I've seen a lot of you guys grabbing the Hot Mess Marla. Hot Mess Marla oil is also available in Maine Candy now, and all of the proceeds from both of them actually are going towards my Humane Society still. So we are still doing donations, and thank you so much for buying the crap out of all these things, because I can't believe how much money we're making for them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next vid. Love you, bye.